Alright, so this is a video by Atozy, sorry, Atozy. It's called The Poop Water Situation is Crazy. And apparently this is a video centered around a situation where a pipe burst in Maryland. And it's been just rushing um, unclean water into the Potomac River. So let's check it out.
You are currently looking at 200 million gallons of raw, untreated sewage flowing straight out into the Potomac River here right between Maryland and DC. This is an absolute disaster. It smells awful here. I can't believe this is happening. This is one of the largest sewage spills in U.S. history, apparently. That's what the reports are saying. So it's safe to say the poop situation is crazy.
Well, you may be asking, what am I doing here? Well, our nation's capital had one of the largest sewage spills in U.S. history. What do we know? Well, on January 19th, a major sewer line in Montgomery County collapsed, and the wastewater is now entering the Potomac River while repair work is underway. Okay, so that's bad, but how bad is it? Well, days later, they're still working on it. So this thing is just free-flowing right into our river with, not much stopping it. And the estimates are above half.
Like, when did this start? It looked like it said January 19th. And this is what? 12th of February?
Half a billion gallons of sewage water has been poured out into the Potomac River. Awesome. And
That's
just to put this
disgusting.
all into perspective, the Potomac Riverkeeper tested E. coli levels in the river, and it was found.
So this is January 26th. So this is 7 days later. Today released the results of the testing contaminated water from the Lockhouse 10 sewage, blah, 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 which is nearly 12,000 times what authorities limit for human contact. So this was the 26th, so it's 300 million at the time.
More than 11,000 times the safe limits near the spill, and 60 times the safe limits 4 miles downstream. Awesome! That's exactly what we needed. And since this wasn't really being talked about anywhere, and everyone I talked to it about hadn't even heard of it, I decided to go over there and check it out for myself.
All right, I thought this was going to be a really hard thing to find, but no, this is just right off the main road. There's clearly a lot of construction workers here. All right, so it's Saturday, January 24th. We're about 4 hours till one of the worst blizzards in many decades are going to hit the Washington, D.C. area.
And so we're told that road crews
Oh my god, can you imagine? That shit just literally shit. The shit freezing.
are working around the clock to clear roads that still, man, look like this. But now, more than 2 days after the storm ended, some residents across the DMV say plows never came.
And I've traveled out here to D.C.
I've seen a lot of stories when it came to that. Like, the snow plows wouldn't even go up certain roads and stuff like that. I don't miss that at all. I do not miss being in that bullshit. I grew up in it for like 21 years. I don't miss that shit at all.
to investigate the poop situation, because currently, right now, one of the worst sewage spillages in U.S. history is happening right here in the Potomac River. So I just realized I'm now spending my Saturday looking for a poop leakage. Huh. Maybe some plumbers out there can relate to that. But last time I was freezing, so this time I bought some emergency gear because in upstate New York, I was too cold. So I went to CVS and bought some equipment that is...
Bro, CVS is like the most expensive, like, random shit that you ever need. It's like that and Walgreens. Like, if you like randomly gotta stop into a Walgreens for like, I don't know, like toilet paper, it's like fucking $10 for a four pack of fucking toilet paper. Like, fucking Walgreens, man.
Is not... What is this? This hat is 100% polyester. That is so bad. That will not keep you warm. I mean, it will, but like not in actual cold weather. 100% polyester? Oh, come on. We need to sell some, like, at the minimum, sell some cotton. But, like, wool needs to be more readily available here. But, hey, I'll take what I can get for right now.
Bro, it's cheaper to put out plastic. What are you talking about? Just throw the plastic out there.
Okay. It's, like, scary how not warm this actually is. This is gonna be cold. Cold, cold, cold. Okay.
I just realized I probably should have brought a mask or something. It's like 18 Fahrenheit today. It's gonna get a whole lot colder as this blizzard approaches. And this is such a beautiful park as well. It's just a shame that we have one of the biggest sewage spills in American history here. That's what at least the reports are saying. So my understanding is there's about 200 million gallons of sewage that have leaked out into this area over the past couple of days, with way more to come. If it's
Bro,
not
I
fixed
can't even
immediately.
imagine like
Obviously, there
what
was
that's
a
gonna be doing to the
construction crew
wildlife.
up there working on this, so I'm sure they're trying their best. But wow. Okay, so I mean, I am smelling it right now as I'm walking this way. Oof. Oh, why did I not bring a mask? Oh, this is putrid. Oh, this smells awful. All right, so I'm standing here on the border between Maryland and Washington, D.C., and as you can see by some of the signage here, we have raw sewage running straight out into the Potomac. To be accurate, 200 million gallons of raw sewage has ran out in the Potomac River right here over the last couple of days, with a whole lot more on its way if it's not fixed as soon as possible. I probably should have brought some, like, some basic equipment to protect myself from this.
Bro, I'm betting you he's wearing regular ass shoes when that's most definitely the last thing you should be doing.
Like a mask, maybe some like plastic, what are they called? Like footies that I can remove off, so I'm not carrying
Yeah, see, there you go.
this into the car I have. I don't know. I just saw the biggest sewage leak, or potentially the biggest sewage leak in US history, and I was like, well, we gotta go cover that, because I still, like, there's like no mainstream news outlets is actually covering this right now. From what I've seen, there's only been...
Yeah, I haven't heard any of this. Like, this is literally the first time hearing about this. Once again, independent media doing the job that fucking legacy media isn't doing.
like local DC news talking about this. This is literally one of the biggest leaks ever. Like, this is crazy. So it seems like a lot of the workers are going over there. So we'll check it out. It smells awful here. The closer I get over here, the worse it gets. I mean, that was like, when I was down there earlier and it smelled completely putrid. I'm wondering if that is actually the sewage water and I was just at the end of it. That actually might be true. Because I was at the end over there earlier. It smells awful. Awful. Hey, it is what it is.
If you've ever grown, like, the worst part is like, the town I grew up in, like, our sewage plant was like right near where I lived, so like we would constantly smell it, and it is probably the worst fucking smell in the world. And like, if it backed up, it would always go into our creek, and like we would never, like, that was like, so we used to fish, but there was no fish ever in our creek because everything was fucking dead. And then like, we used to play in the creek until, like, you know, our parents found out. And they're like, yo, don't get in that creek. There's shit in there.
Is it one massive leak or is it a whole bunch of leaks? You don't know? Okay. It smells awful. I feel like that could be one of the areas there. I'm trying to find the main section where the viral news was, because you saw it just spewing up outside there. Okay, so I can't tell if there's like one big leak or if there's multiple throughout the locks here going up, because you have a whole bunch of locks going up the river. And my understanding is the leak is happening between lock 10 and lock 14. But again, I don't know if it's one or multiple, because over at lock 10, it smelled like insane sewage. And then I'm walking past, I'm like close to 11 now, I think. And I didn't smell any sewage for a while, and now I'm starting to smell it again. So I don't know what's going on. Now again, oh my gosh, it's this. I mean, I don't know what's going on here, but this also just smells awful. This is abysmal. That might be one of the leaks right there. Do you know if there's one leak or if it's multiple leaks going down?
I think it's one.
It's one big leak right here. Okay, thank you. This is between, okay, so this is at lock 12 here. I might get kicked out for going over here, but one thing is for sure though, they are hard at work at stopping this, it seems like, so yeah.
Yeah, like these workers probably have I mean, they have an idea of what's going on, but you know they don't want to be caught in media. They lose their job.
A lot of crew out here right now. Is this the raw sewage over here? It definitely does not smell good at all. It smells awful. So is this going over the road? I'm trying to understand where the main source of the leak is. All right, we'll go here. Oh, okay, yeah. I love they decided to set up the porta potties right beside the sewage leak as well. Yeah, I mean, this smells awful. This is dreadful. Okay, so what I was standing by was the end run of the sewage. So when I was down by the river there, it seems like all of that is coming straight from this.
So disgusting.
Oh my gosh. This is an absolute disaster. It smells awful here. I can't believe this is happening. But what I'm also extremely surprised about is how few people are actually talking about this, because I've only seen this on local news. This is one of the largest sewage spills in US history, apparently. That's what the reports are saying. So it's safe to say the poop situation is crazy. Okay, so I'm assuming there's more than one leak. This is also coming here. So, well, actually, the leak could just be upstream in one of the pipes and it's flowing out through here. That could also be true. Yeah, that's what I think is happening, because like they have it taped off there. It's probably actually further up there, and then it's kind of flowing out over here. Yeah, either way, it just smells awful. This is unbearable. I need to figure.
Bro, I couldn't even imagine. Like, especially if you're a resident there, like, how would... Yeah. And the fact that this isn't being talked about, like I said, I haven't seen anybody except for Atozi talk about this. This is like literally the first time I've seen it. And obviously, yes, I'm not in the Maryland, DC area, but still, like, as big as this is, this should be all over like CNN and everything else.
Figure out a way back to my car though, and I'm kind of trapped on this island in the middle of the main road. All right, so I guess we'll just follow the sewage water down and figure it out from there. Oh my gosh, it like hits you like a freight train, because like you won't smell it for a minute, and then suddenly it just whips you in the face with the most putrid smell you've ever smelled in your life. Kind of like I'm standing here and I'm like, yep, that's sewage. Yep.
Bro, why are you like, get out of here, Atozi? Like, there ain't no way you're going tasting it in the air. Like, what the fuck?
I'm actually losing my phone here. Yeah, that's sewage. Oh, it's freezing. It smells awful. This is what I'm spending my Saturday doing. And we have a blizzard hitting this area in about 3.5 hours, if even. So that too will be interesting. I actually visited a sewage treatment plant for like a class field day. Super interesting field day. I think that was like in middle school or something like that. And it smelled exactly like this. So yeah, can confirm that's sewage. Again, I mean, it's awful. The smell is unbelievable. So I'm just walking on the side. I think this is actually, it's not an interstate, this is a highway. So we're walking on the side of the highway here. Oh, all I'm doing is like holding my...
Bro, you definitely know people live in that area too. I could not imagine, like, and the government's not going to do shit about it. They're just going to be like, hey, yeah, you know, it sucks, but, you know, here you go. Just suck it up and deal. We ain't going to help you out or, you know, make your life any easier. Make sure you boil your water, because you never know what's going to be in there.
Myself from trying to puke, because this is, like, the worst smell I've smelled in my life. Why the hell did I not bring a mask? Oh. How you guys doing? I mean, the amount of sewage this is actually unreal. I mean, this is just disgusting, and this is just such an environmental failure. I swear, I mean, they've been trying to clean up the Potomac for years now, and I don't even know how much this set us back. And it's so sad, because like I grew up in Norway where we could actually swim in our rivers and lakes, and unfortunately it's because of things like this that we can't do that here in the States.
And DuPont. Don't forget DuPont.
Like, I would never swim in the Potomac ever. Even though they've had these days where they, at least, maybe not in the Potomac, it was the other one. Not the Shenandoah. No, maybe it was the Shenandoah. No, the other one. Can't remember it right now. Maybe it was the Shenandoah. No, the Shenandoah runs into the Potomac. Even though they have had these, like, swim days in rivers near the DC area. Oh, what's it called? Yeah, they're actively working on it here. but this is a cleanup process that will take a long time, unfortunately. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Do you guys know how long it'll take until it's all cleaned up, roughly?
I'm trying again.
Like weeks or?
I don't know.
Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. There's some irony there. How you doing, sir? Thank you. Thank you guys for cleaning all this up. I'm so sorry.
All right, so I just talked to some of the DC water guys, and they're thinking this will take weeks for them to clean up. So, yeah,
There ain't no way it's gonna take weeks. This is gonna take months at a time, if not a year plus.
this is crazy. So I said 200 million gallons of raw sewage. Apparently that's an outdated number. Now they're estimating over 300 million gallons of raw sewage being dumped out into the Potomac River. The smell is just awful here. But now we have a blizzard coming in, and an hour and a half is when the snow is supposed to start. So we got to get off the roads before it starts getting dangerous here, because unfortunately not too many people are used to driving on snow here, and the other problem is most people are...
What? You're in Baltimore, Maryland, or well, you're in Maryland and DC. What are you talking about? They're not used to snow. I mean, what are we talking about, a toasty? That's what they're used to. That's like saying, I mean, I would say that's like, you know, people in Florida, you know, saying that, you know, people in Florida can't drive during the rain, but I would be lying because they can't drive during the rain, actually.
Using summer tires, obviously, because we never have snow here. So those two combined create very dangerous conditions here on the roads. So yeah, that's...
What is he talking about? Y'all never have snow. I know for a fact that Maryland and fucking DC have snow. I hear about it every single year from my in-laws.
That's the update for now. I'm now gonna go to the grocery stores and see if I can get a couple of cans of food. I do have a decent amount of stocked up, but I want to go see what the situation is like at the local grocery stores here before this insane blizzard hits. So that's the update here right now. On January 24th, I'll probably be uploading this on the 25th or 26th, depending on how quickly I can get this up. Regardless though, thank you so much to all the workers that are out here working overtime to get this cleaned up, because obviously this is not their fault. This is an infrastructure failure. All the workers out here just working their ass off to try to clean up the infrastructure failure here. So it's a disaster. But
Yeah, shout out to all of our infrastructure workers, our first responders. Y'all do the work the politicians don't. The politicians just talk and bitch and complain while y'all do the real work. Remember that. Remember that.
but they're busting their asses trying to clean it all up. So at least we have that.
Okay, so now the leak has been stopped. So shout out to DC Water and all the crew members who worked around the clock, literally, to make sure this stopped, even through the blizzard. But thankfully, DC Water did build a $55 million waterfront office, so they have a front row view and can smell their own lack of maintenance. But hey, that's just the leadership. Everyone I talked to from DC Water, they were working hard around the clock trying to clean up this mess, even during a blizzard. So shout out to all of them. But thankfully the sewage leak is stopped, but I can only assume how far this set us behind in making the Potomac River actually clean again. Because there has been a lot of efforts in DC to try to make the Potomac clean enough to actually swim it, which seems to be a very much so uphill battle. But I know this is kind of a different type of video that I normally make, but I still wanted to cover it because I felt like nobody was covering it. And I'm just extremely upset it happened because I feel like we should all want our environment to be cleaner for the next generation. But enough of my rambling. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
That was Atozy, A-T-O-Z-Y on YouTube. Go like his videos, go check out his content. He does, most of the time he does drama content, but I think this video is super well done. He covered it in a pretty well done manner. And yeah, like you said, you know, we want our environment to be good for our future generations, you know. Make sure we take care of this earth. I mean, we only got so much time on this earth before, you know, it's gone. But give him a like, give him a subscribe, leave him a comment, save our planet, you know. Appreciate his content, and appreciate that he's covering it, because this is the first time I've heard about any of this going on right now. But the original video will be in the description. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a sub. Let me know what you think. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.